So life before FFR. Firefighter, been there 4 years, husband, wife, and we've always tried to be kind of healthy. We watch what we eat, but not to an extent where we're writing things down or count calories or anything like that. But I mean, we go out and eat out a lot, but we always kind of seemed like we were healthy. Physically, I felt like I was in pretty good shape. I ran a marathon. I've done several half marathons, triathlons, all those mud runs. I've always felt like I was in good shape. We've always had gym memberships. Me and my wife, we've always try to go 2 or 3 times a week. I can't remember a time that I didn't have a gym membership and actually taken advantage of it, not just paid for it. So physically, I've always felt that I was in good shape, but in reality, I was always fat, I guess you could say, or overweight, chubby, always had a belly. As soon as I hit 30 years old, it seemed like my body just started falling apart on me. Knee problems, lower back pain all the time after working out, hurt my back on the job, firefighting, ignored it. So working out at work at the station, hurt it again. And that time I couldn't ignore it, wouldn't let me. So just always constantly dealing with that. But yeah, so mentally it was always kind of challenging. Like I was always happy, but really I think deep inside when I was looking in the mirror at home, I always felt that I was overweight. And I've always been that way. I've always been the friend that was a little bit heavier or a little bit out of shape or whatever. So mentally, I think that kind of was in the back of my mind for a long time. And I think once I hit 260 pounds, so I guess when the light switch went off. So since FFR, it's crazy. Like in the beginning, I got into FFR for the truck challenge. That was my motivating factor. Came into it, my brother, Ryan King, has always been, or he was in it, and he's always kind of talked to me about it and wanted me to come and say, hey, you should come, it's a nice workout. They're a good bunch of guys, the workout will kick your butt. So, being always been in the gym, I was like, yeah, I should do that. Well, it took a long time to do that. But man, it's crazy that the challenge has motivated me to a point to where I never knew I could get to. Just the being able to make mentally decisions of no, I'm not going to do that because I'm focused here. I'm not going to eat this chicken alfredo pasta because I'm focused on this truck. I'm not going to eat the case of cookies, Girl Scout cookies that are brought to a fire station, every other shift. I'm not going to do that. And I didn't know it, and before I had no idea I could even make those decisions. And so it was kind of a slow process in the beginning. I didn't lose a bunch of weight at first. Like I said, I was always in the gym. I was always kind of felt strong. I actually lost a little bit of muscle in the process, but I think it's coming back now because of how much weight I lost. I think that kind of goes hand in hand. You lose fat, lose a little bit of muscle or strength, I guess. But so anyways, it's coming back around. But it was a slow process in the beginning. I was getting down on myself because I wasn't losing as much weight as some of the other guys that I was working out with. There was guys that like 15 weeks have already dropped 30 pounds, and I'm like, oh, no way I can catch these guys. I'm 15 pounds in, losing a pound a week, which is a pretty healthy way of doing things. And so I just kind of kept that in the back of my mind. Just stay strong, stay the course. And I was all in. I wasn't always perfect with the 90-10% rule, but I was all in. I was motivated and dedicated to that process. And I think since about week 17, I've started noticing the weight started falling off. I think I lost in 1 week, I think I lost 5 pounds. It was crazy. So I just stayed strong. Started out about 250, probably on a good day, maybe 255 on a bad day. I'm sitting at 214 right now. Hoping to get 210 by Saturday. So that's been pretty cool. 42-inch waist to, I think, I wear 36 pants because they don't make 30, I don't find too many 35 inches, but I think I can get to a 35. It's a 36, so pretty loose. Went from a keg to, I think I'm working on the 6-pack right now, and it's kind of crazy because it's weird. I'll walk by a mirror when I'm getting out of the shower, or if I'm at the gym, I'm changing my sweaty clothes off, and I'll find myself just standing there staring at myself. I think that's really weird. I probably shouldn't admit that to anybody, but I do it, and it's crazy because I never pictured myself looking like the way I do. I've always wanted to have that 6-pack, or the V cut down. It's pretty awesome. So I think I'm going to keep that motivation going, and I hope it's being a part of FFR, not life after FFR, because there's no such thing for me. It's where it's going to be. So that's really cool. It's satisfying to know that you can fight through November, fight through December, the Thanksgivings, the Christmases. Everybody's enjoying all this food, all this alcohol. I mean, I didn't quit beer throughout the whole process, but it's been 2 months now that I haven't had a beer yet. And if you saw me before it all started, you know I'd like to drink beer. So, and that's been tough. But again, that's another mental challenge that I've overcome. That I know that if I don't need it, I'm not going to do it. And I can beat that challenge. So it's just one after another. All those just decisions, like you said, win the moment. If you can win that moment, that's all that matters. Because then the next moment's going to come and you're going to win that moment. And for me, that's what it's been like. I jumped into it head first. My wife has always been there for me and with me. I wanted her to kind of go along with the diet plan, but for her it's probably a little bit different because she didn't have that truck motivating force that I had in the beginning. And I just went after it. And I've been doing that 90-10% rule ever since, and it's paying off. I am Marcus King. I am fit for duty, and I'm fit for life.